viewers, and welcome back to Tony the Technician's channel. And today I'm starting a new series, I guess. You guys know my Tool Talk episodes. Well, I'm starting this new series in order to cut down on my Tool Talk episodes. I'm not getting rid of them. I'm just making sure that they cover what Tool Talk is about. And so I'm starting a new series called Tool Haul, which is basically the tools that I receive per month. And it's basically just going to be opening and describing to you what the parts are. Because I'm going to be ordering a lot more parts for my Camaro now, because I need to get it finished, or at least start doing some work on it again. So I'm going to be ordering more parts for it than I have tools. As well as I want to save Tool Talk episodes for a little bit more in-depth information about the tools that I've received. So this will be receiving tools, and Tool Talk will be about what I think about the tools. So, first up, we have this O-ring seal. Normally when you have wires fed through a firewall, you can use like a little grommet O-ring around the wires and kind of mount that on the firewall. Well, I just got more tools in. Alrighty guys, sorry about that. I actually just had another package come in, and I should have like 3 more coming in today. So I'll be doing another clip this evening to add into this video. But back to what I was saying, you can use like a grommet on the engine bay to feed wires through and everything. Well, usually people do that when they know exactly what they're feeding through the engine bay and all that. Well, I went with this. This ran like $15. It's a little steel plate with a rubber grommet on the inside, and you can actually cut it to a bigger diameter if needed. Because I already have like 5 wires just going in through a hole. I don't even have a grommet in there right now. And that's something I definitely don't want, because I don't want the wires vibrating on the metal and cutting the insulation off. So basically, instead of just putting a grommet through there, and then later if I add something else and I have to feed it through there, then I have to make the hole bigger and all of that. Well, this way I can cut a pretty large hole in the firewall and mount this over top of it, and I can feed many wires through it and keep everything looking nice and clean. So that's why I purchased this. Next up is just some simple 3M double-sided tape. And I got 2 rolls because you guys know I did the AC delete, and I got the new blower motor box, I guess you would call it. This right here. And even though I've drilled the mounting points and everything, it still needs to hold up against the firewall and seal really well. So I got some 3M tape, enough to go around the entire thing, and it's always good to have this 3M double-sided tape in your toolbox. It's very handy stuff. So that's why I purchased that. Next up on the list, let's see, this is an actual tool that I bought. It's the Craftsman locking adjustable wrench. I thought it was kind of a cool feature. I need more vice grips, and I need adjustable wrenches for my workbox. I don't find myself using them all that often, but when I do, I hate when the adjustable wrench just starts adjusting on its own, and when I can't get it tight enough on a fastener. So I thought this was a really cool design, but I will definitely test it out and see how well it works. It seems like a cool little feature, but I guess we'll see. I think this ran me like 15 bucks as well. Maybe it was 12. Sorry. The part number is 913272. And it's made by Craftsman, lifetime warranty. I believe this was actually made in, nope, not made in USA, made in China. So we'll definitely see how well this works out. It does seem pretty cool because the adjustable wrench part does actually have teeth in there. I'll go more into it in my Tool Talk episodes when I make my next one. So that's next up on the list. This is actually for my Malibu. If you guys watched my daily driver video, you guys saw my easy lit front bumper, and it was starting to come off on the driver's side. So I ordered this new one. It's got a carbon fiber look to it to kind of match my hood vinyl and everything. So I'll get it on, and then I'll show you guys a clip of that. So hopefully this stuff, it's a different brand. It's not the actual easy lit brand. So we'll see how well it works. I really hope it works. I don't want to be disappointed like I am in this one already. So Then let's move into the next thing, which is this oxygen sensor and oil sensor, basically a sensor socket set. But let me get it opened up and then we'll take a look inside. So I got this open. It's a oxygen sensor slash oil sensor, basically any sending unit, sensor. There's all different sizes and designs. They all have the cutouts, different types of cutouts. Some are 6-point and some are 12-point, which I thought was a really good selection. It's 10 pieces. You got your two oxygen sensor wrench sockets down here. Then you got this long 22mm. Then over here is a pretty cool socket. It doesn't have a cutout on the sides or anything, but for like oil sending units, you could use this. It's a 1" to 1 1/16 inch. I'm not sure if you can see it. I'll do a review on this. It's got two different sizes in here, so that's pretty cool. It would only really work if you could get down on the sensor far enough. But basically they're all different sizes and designs, basically allowing you to get the sensor off with the wires still connected. So this set, I believe, ran me around $25 or $28 for this set. So I know they had smaller sets, but this was definitely the best one for the price, so that's why I went with this one. So last but not least, for right now, I should have more coming later, is another part for my Camaro, which is my motor mounts. Now, I know there's a lot of people that don't like solid motor mounts. There's a lot of people that really like solid motor mounts. People were telling me don't use it as a daily driver. I'm not using it as a daily driver, and I don't expect my Camaro to run super smooth. That's not what I'm looking for. And there was also a guy that commented saying that he's used his for the last 12 years and has had no problems. So I got the Moroso motor mount kit for both the engine block and the K-member, and it came as a set specifically for a V8 82 to 92 Camaro, and this ran me like $70 or $80, which is about the same price as I would have paid for the originals, because the original clamshells, just the framing, was like, I think it was going to be $20 or $30 just for the frame, and then another, depending on what kind of rubber or polyurethane actual, absorber of the engine mount, that would have been another $30 or $40 at least, up to $100 for them. So these actually ran the same price range and specifically made for the vehicle. So that's why I went with these. And that is it for now. But as soon as my other packages come in later this evening, I will make sure to add that into this video. And I'm going to go ahead and get that Easy Lip put on now. So thank you guys. Okay guys, so before I get started with replacing this Easy Lip front bumper, I kind of wanted to show you what I was working with. This is the original actual brand name Easy Lip front bumper, which is this foam piece on the bottom, which is actually really strong. The Easy Lip brand is a great quality lip, and it's much stronger than most other brands. And it's really nice. It's held up for probably 2 years now, but this end has just never stuck. I've tried using 3M tape here and getting it to work, but it's just not working. So that's why I know it's just a little bit on the end, but it bugs the crap out of me. So that's why I'm switching it. Now to show you what I am working with, it's this multi-deflector body effective parts, high performance material and technology. And here's the carbon fiber look. It's actually really clean. I'm really surprised, and it's really heavy stuff. Seems to be a lot stronger. Instead of being the foam that the Easy Lip is, this is actually like rubber. So it's quite a bit heavier than the other one. I think that's why they provided these screws. I definitely got to check up underneath my bumper to see if I do need to use these, if I'll be drilling into anything. But hopefully I don't need these, and hopefully the 3M tape on here is strong and works well. But I guess we will see. Now the installation instructions, it's pretty simple. It's basically stating, you know, make sure to clean the surface really well with soapy water. Remove any dirt and grime. Once you get it all cleaned off, you need to measure your bumper and make sure that this is 100 inches, so you need to make sure your bumper is less than that. You'll apply it, hold it for a certain amount of time, and once you get it held on, then it might be necessary to use these screws and then cut the excess off of the end of the easy lip. No guys, I don't read Chinese or Japanese or whatever this is. That's just what I remember from my previous easy lip front bumper instructions. So I really don't know what the hell that says. But let's go ahead and get it installed. I'm gonna go ahead and get this off of there and start cleaning it up. Okay, so right now I'm in the process of removing the easy lip 3M tape. Because as you can tell, I've removed it, but it came off kind of crappy on the passenger side because it was stuck really well. The driver's side came off pretty easy. Nothing really left over as far as residue or anything. But the passenger side obviously did not want to let go. So here's a little tip for removing 3M tape. Just soak it in WD-40. You can use Goo Gone or other substances like that. But I find I have WD-40 in my garage at all times. So I find this stuff works great for 3M tape and a plastic razor blade. Basically when you soak 3M tape in WD-40, it turns it into this like real gooey substance, and the plastic razor blade can get it off. You can use like a normal razor blade, but be very, very careful not to scratch your paint or anything. I'm using the plastic one as much as possible. The only time I had to use that was on a thicker part where there was actually a big chunk of the easy lip still stuck on there. But other than that, it's still gonna take you quite a while, especially with something, because mine was all the way from over here to the passenger side. And I've gotten a majority of it off. I'm just letting it soak, scrape a little bit, soak it some more, scrape it a little bit, soak it some more, and then you can come back and make sure to thoroughly wash it with soap and water. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Okay guys, so I removed all of the 3M tape. Took me about a half an hour to 45 minutes, but I did get it all off. Got it all cleaned up with some soapy water and everything. Made sure all the WD-40 was off of there so the 3M tape on the new easy lip sticks much better. I am gonna use the screws, and I did check behind my bumper to make sure there was nothing important in the way. And we're gonna go ahead and mount this now, and I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. Alrighty guys, so I'm done with the easy lip. It's a little hard to see in here, but it looks so much better. They did provide me with 8 screws, which are necessary to hold this easy lip on, because it is a rubber and not like a foam like the original actual easy lip brand. So the 3M tape is thinner on this one than it was on the original, and it just cannot support the weight of this actual easy lip, so you need to use the screws, which is no big deal. I would prefer not to, but easy lip doesn't make the carbon fiber style that I wanted, so I had to go this route. I do recommend, if you guys do the easy lip, that you just get the easy lip brand, unless you really want carbon fiber like me. If so, you will need a drill with a drill bit, a knife for cutting off the excess, and always, before you start even putting it on, measure your front bumper and see the length. You don't want to end up buying it and it being too short for your bumper, or end up getting like 3/4 of it screwed in and mounted, and then find out that you don't have enough to cover your bumper. I had a little bit over a foot left, so we're good. I was originally going to do one on the Camaro, but I don't think it'll look good on the body kit, as well as they don't even make one long enough for the Camaro because it's got a large front bumper. But here it is, up close. Nice little carbon fiber. The 3M tape, you do still need to press it on as you go along, but it came out really nicely. I'm extremely happy with it. So that's the new Easy Lip. I did have to use a jack in order to get underneath to screw or drill the holes for the mounting screws, but overall I'm extremely happy with it. So let me know what you guys think. Alrighty guys, so on to the last part of the video. Just got my last couple things in. It's like 7:30 at night. I guess the UPS decided to show up late, but late's better than never. So my last two items that I got in, before moving into that, the motor mounts that I showed you guys earlier, I forgot to tell you guys the part numbers on them. So this one is for the actual mounts that go on the block. The part number is 62510, and the mounts that go on the actual K-member are 62610. So these do work. This set works for more than just 82 and 92 Camaros. It also works for most of the trucks and everything that run V8s as well. So if you're interested, it's really good. A lot of good reviews. I like Moroso. It's the same as my oil pan and everything. I've had good luck with them so far. So, but besides that, moving on to one of my items is this Forma funnel, which is pretty nice because a lot of manufacturers out there now like to put their drain plugs for oil pans and trannies and stuff. They like to put them across like parts of the frame of the vehicle. So when you remove the drain plug, you end up pouring oil or whatever fluid all over the frame before it goes into the oil pan or into the drain pan. So these can be nice. This is a small one. I will eventually get a medium or a large, but for now this will definitely do. Gets into a little bit smaller places. It's basically just this rubber mat that can be formed in basically any way that you want in order to get the oil to go where you want it to go without making a mess everywhere. It all stays on here, or it should. And yeah, this one ran around $10. The larger ones are $15 to $25 depending on what size you get. But this is a good investment if you come across a lot of vehicles, or maybe your vehicle is one made where the oil likes to spill all over the frame. So that's a good investment. Next up is, I'm not sure who makes it. It's just this pulley right here in this frame. As you guys know, on my 85 Camaro, I deleted my AC system and everything. So instead of buying a whole new pulley system for like $1,000, I'm gonna have this one. It's just aluminum, powder coated black, to kind of match my setup. And since I deleted my AC, I can't, or you could just run a smaller belt around the tensioner, but that creates or causes that you run into the issue of the V's actually riding on the tensioner, so that can wear it out really quickly, so you don't want to do that. So for $30 you get this AC delete pulley and you install it exactly where the AC went, and you can keep using your original belt. So that's a pretty neat little thing. So that's one less thing for me to worry about. Now I just have to find bolts to actually hold this in because I don't have it. So that's it for my tool haul as of April for part 1. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, as always, hit that thumbs up, leave a comment down below, let me know what you guys think, and subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Thank you guys.